UFO threat is being exposed by this former Defense Department official.
There are unidentified vehicles violating U.S. airspace with unknown intentions and extraordinary capabilities being encountered by U.S. military personnel. We don't know where they're from.
Oh my gosh.
We know this is happening now. We know it's real.
In 2017, the New York Times exposed a secret $22 million Pentagon program that investigated incidents between UFOs and military aircraft. The article included videos of these encounters.
We're going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots to the west.
People could see for themselves evidence of the phenomenon. Have we been technologically leapfrogged? Could it be the Russians or Chinese or someone else?
In October of 2017, the head of the UFO program, Lou Elizondo, resigned in protest of what he says was the Pentagon's disregard of overwhelming evidence of extraordinary and unexplained phenomena. Elizondo joined forces with Mellon and other former government officials to investigate and expose the UFO threat.
We've brought forward the first truly authoritative, credible military information about UFOs in decades, if not ever.
For 8 years, Lou Elizondo ran the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or ATIP, a secret Pentagon unit that investigated UFOs. Now he's working with a team of former government insiders assembled by Tom DeLonge. Their mission? Reveal what they say is the truth about UFOs.
Carl Sagan once famously said about UFOs, "Extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof." He was absolutely right. But now we have the proof. The question now is, will people look at the evidence and are they able to process it?
Let's look at the evidence and process it. We will start our deep dive with the GoFast video. The Star Academy claims that GoFast is an authentic Department of Defense video that captures the high-speed flight of an unidentified aircraft at low altitude by an F-18 Super Hornets at-FLIR forward-looking infrared system. Here is a question we have. How do they know the object is flying low? Where is the evidence that supports this claim? Lucky for us, there is enough information in the video itself to figure this out. The results may surprise you. In this video we will prove that the object shown in the GoFast video is not low and near the surface of the ocean as Ttsa, what their experts claim. And unlike Ttsa, we will show you how to figure this out on your own.
This video has come to be known as GoFast and shows an object speeding just above the water.
So gents, we're going to play the video. I'd like your opinions on what we're seeing play by play.
The Navy's UFO videos are so potentially explosive that Elizondo wants an independent analysis of what exactly they show.
Sit down right here.
Retired Marine Lieutenant Colonel Chris Cook spent a career flying fighter jets. Ross Amer flew commercial aircraft for decades and consults for the National Transportation Safety Board.
I don't want to give you too much information on these videos up front. I think it's important that we look at this information without too much background.
Elizondo's already asked them to analyze the 2004 footage from the Nimitz, but now he wants their take on the 2 videos from the Roosevelt in 2015. The GoFast video is 33 seconds long and shows a round craft that appears to be streaking across the ocean surface.
No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at it fly.
That thing is hauling
That's
ass.
exactly my point.
It's a little less than 2/3 the speed of sound.
But how is the craft able to fly so fast? The infrared sensor shows the object is cold.
If this were some type of aircraft with a conventional propulsion system, we would definitely see some type of heat signature. Everything we know about propulsion systems is they create an intense amount of heat.
There is no known aircraft that can stay aloft for long without a source of lift and propulsion.
When the ATFLIR box is the target, we see it is at an initial range of 4.4 nautical miles. We can also see in the video that the target is at a 26-degree down angle from the ATFLIR pod. The screen also shows the current altitude of the F-18 is 25,000 feet. We can use this data from the video itself to determine the altitude of the object being tracked. If we know the distance to the UAP is 4.4 nautical miles, or 26,735 feet, and is at a 26-degree negative, or downward angle from the ATFLIR pod, we can then calculate that it is roughly 12,000 feet below the F-18. If the F-18 is at 25,000 feet, we can determine the UAP is at roughly 13,000 feet by subtracting the 12,000 feet from the 25,000 feet altitude of the F-18.
Roger. There's troubleshooting. Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow.
For all I know, we may be visited by a different extraterrestrial civilization every second Tuesday. But there's no support for this appealing idea. The extraordinary claims are not supported by extraordinary evidence.
The issue with this video is we are told by the Star Academy, and their experts, the object is flying at a low altitude and very fast. In fact, the claim is the object is moving at 2/3 the speed of sound. Many have accepted these videos at face value. As Christopher Mellon stated, while quoting Carl Sagan, extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. Recently, the claims made in the videos have been brought into question by several debunkers. These debunks are not calling into question the observations by Navy pilots directly. Those coming to the defense of Navy personnel claiming that these pilots know what they saw are not taking into account that the video does not support their testimony and therefore it calls the testimony into question automatically. This is no fault of the debunker. If an expert is called into court and asked to testify about the altitude of GoFast, and the expert makes a claim that it is low and fast, he will have to prove this. In this case, that cannot be done based on the evidence shown in the actual video itself. As with any physical evidence, you analyze the evidence on its own, without influence of eyewitness testimony. Much like a lab will receive evidence without knowing anything about it. The results are not biased by anything. Then, using scientific method, you have the results verified by an independent party. If asked to determine the altitude and the speed of GoFast, anyone should be able to calculate this using the information in the video. Don't take a debunker's word for it when anyone can do the math. What does this all mean? Well, at least when it comes to this video, it is clear that the object is not flying low and fast and is in fact, relatively high and slow. This information does not identify what the object is, it merely reduces the number of possible suspects. Debunkers are often ridiculed for being anti this or that. If you feel that is the case, debunk the debunker. However, if you find that the debunker is correct, what will you do then? Your action at that point will define who you are.